Bitch, I've been a scrub since day one. Scrub another toilet till the pay come. Popping 10 pills till the pain's numb. I can feel all the head from my day one. Claiming they click like they into it. Really wishing I felt you my enemies. I ain't paranoid, ho, I'm just feeling it. Where in the fuck were you at? Am I sentencing? What the sentence is? Said the judges, he sentenced me to the pen where he ready sent many men. First time offender to felony. Can't feel resentment for crimes I'm just putting in. Word for the set that I'm repping it. But what happens once I start to caving it? I pray the fuck waving hoes in the hole. I'm shaving to get my crew fed.
Yeah, hey, yeah. Keep my mind preoccupied, work on myself. Can't let nobody get into my mind or get intimate with me. Yeah, enter my stealth plane, dip down the block, cop way back. Blood stains dripping all around the face mask. Throw it in the river now where your kids at. Never let my eyes telling me the feds that I cannot comply to the feds lay back. Fucked up in the head and I bust in the leg. So sick to my stomach laying down in my bed. Bitch. Contemplating the suicide, thinking like who am I? You from the gutter, bitch, I'm from the suicide. Got a lifetime in a hard drive, 100 racks and it's all mine. Can't go for the minimum. Yeah. Whipping the maximum, massy pet pussy, you dripping blood out of your ovary. Tell your hoe please to get over me. Know it's me when I pull up in the caddy and hoes wanna photo me. Follow me, I can show you what you supposed to be. I run my coat, never ride on no coattail. Wholesale, pussy on wholesale. Yeah. The costs go low when you desperate. The costs rise slow, let it creepin' on your necklace. I got the blocks together with no Tetris.
Welcome to Brixton, I'm in the party with Barbies and drillers. The kickback mad on the spinner, see enough man just run for my niggas. How they talk about dingers, they ain't got dingers, they ain't beat cool not a dinger. My little nigga riding loose with a chinger, man you get done with your nigga. Welcome to Brixton, I'm in the party with Barbies and drillers. The kickback mad on the spinner, see enough man just run for my niggas. How they talk about dingers, they ain't got dingers, they ain't beat cool not a dinger. My little nigga riding loose with a chinger, man you get done with your nigga. Brixton bully, slide with a 40, man hold two from the woody. Side through gangster, niggas know me, man leave two in your hoodie. My youngsters are nutters, stay with the cutters, chef up you and your mother. 3-0 got Nick for Mazza, now he's doing life in slammer. How many times I circle the up block again and again till a man got slapped with a hammer. Robo's a well-known rider, hop off a bike with the ops and sing like Mariah. It was screw when shoes to the slap that cool when you got fun. Man ain't a liar, won't come gold like Kaya. Slap man live and roll no striker. Aim for the chest and higher. If I miss them, watch best back bulldog. Everything there get fire. Bad bees come to the racks after the Yankees be gent on lineup. Spins got nicked with a whole heap of gun, 3 rolls and roll on rider. Welcome to Brixton, I'm in the party with Barbies and drillers. The kickback's mad on the spinner, see enough man just run for my niggas. How they talk about dingers, they ain't got dingers, they ain't beat cool not a dinger. My little nigga riding loose with a chinger, man you get done with your nigga. Welcome to Brixton, I'm in the party with Barbies and drillers. The kickback mad on the spinner, see enough man just run for my niggas. How they talk about dingers, they ain't got dingers, they ain't beat cool not a dinger. My little nigga riding loose with a chinger, man you get done with your nigga. I see bear man ducking and diving when I crash just watch till the leave head bleeding. I'm sick and tired of the skating, back this but I see bear man breathing. Robo circle the shit with a shit, something got dropped in the evening. Bad bees come down south for the diva, ain't got Jimmy, I ain't beating. Slap at a man on the back row, look to my right, see my ex in preening and screaming. I broski just spin this whip, let me lean at the ride and crash at his wig. For ops are pricks, they get touched and talk to the pigs. Man got grabbed for aim in the aim on a Friday, man got slapped in a bin. Welcome to Brixton, I'm in the party with Barbies and drillers. The kickback mad on the spinner, see enough man just run for my niggas. How they talk about dingers, they ain't got dingers, they ain't beat cool not a dinger. My little nigga riding loose with a chinger, man you get done with your nigga. Welcome to Brixton, I'm in the party with Barbies and drillers. The kickback mad on the spinner, see enough man just run for my niggas. How they talk about dingers, they ain't got dingers, they ain't beat cool not a dinger. My little nigga riding loose with a chinger, man you get done with your nigga. Welcome to Brixton, I'm in the party with Barbies and drillers. Welcome to Brixton, and I'm in the party with Barbies and drillers.
bearer of bad news. I laid waste to your self-esteem and your attitude. So show gratitude for leaving it right there instead of laying this left hook on your right ear. I'm a nightmare, so if you scared easily, then keep pinching yourself. You'll awaken eventually. The same sympathy that have a dude sending just $1 a day to some poor kid in the Middle East will have me taking your teeth out instead of your knees. At the very least, it's one less mouth to feed. My family breed MCs with pedigrees, master level artistry, so pardon me if I appear to be speaking too cockily, but this is my house. You bout that and silence me, or ride with me, the oddity on the odyssey. I'm obviously more than what your eyes can see.
Will is a bitter pill to swallow for the critical. Crazy since a baby, mama said I'd never sit still. Facing like a pit bull, peering out the windowsill with a pistol. My entire audience is hard to comprehend what I've seen and what I've been through. Nightmares and dreams and it means that you ain't mental. See, I grew up around fiends who rob people for beans, so now they live in the scenes that I present you. They say the language of love is universal, but violence more commonly spoke. Especially when the government is plotting and the lovers all just rotten. Get a shock and you don't wanna be broke. A plot's a little way of life, born in the winter cold froze. Raised in a human summer where the sin is whole toes. Either fall like the autumn or you spring from the bottom. But those old ghosts getting so close. You're in my house.
One thing I know, I can see right through what you're about. I'm the last of a dying breed, you ain't welcome in my house. When the earth turns into dust, I ain't trusting no one, no doubt. One thing I know, I can see right through what you're about. You're in my house. Go ahead, drop, putting the fire up. Coming out of my mouth, I'm a violent rhyme. I rhyme about the guys that I ride around with downtown for hours. Yeah, the ground I pound, it sounds the same as when I swing and pop your face. And my crew back me up when the cops are chasing me, cause they just help me stomp out imposters' brains. And they'll even get me off on a monster case, cause money buys anything, so what you thinking, Chico? I'm screaming in your face like you're missing free throws. Let's throw your people off a bridge for cheap thrills and keep killing like it ain't shit to me still. I'm a dying breed, you're a dying human. Matter of fact, you're a lying piece of shit, a pile of doodle. If you ever get the chance, get a silencer and shoot you. Shoot yourself in the silence cause it suits you.
Look, man, real power never changes hands. And that's the words of an alcoholic and jaded man. My whole life, I ain't never really gave a damn. It's different now, I engineered an amazing plan. I watched my life slip away like it was grains of sand. I'm back like I never left, but it was painful, man. Everybody always hopeful that the plane will land. I'd rather live like a warrior than a pain will stand. I have a fractured psyche like David Bang. Bare knuckle a motherfucker and take his land. I'm simple now, more of a meat and potatoes, man. Live at the barbecue with Joe Fatal fan. I'm cut from a different cloth, it's an ancient strand. I put the type of pressure on you that could break it down. Keep my name out your mouth when your name is banned. I bring a rock to motherfuckers like a famous band.
One thing I know, I can see right through what you're about. I'm the last of a dying breed, you ain't welcome in my house. When the earth turns into dust, I ain't trusting no one, no doubt. One thing I know, I can see right through what you're about. You're in my house. You're in my house. You're in my house.
I once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober, her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks to hit for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never brought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He feeding for props like addicts with pipes and needles, so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was equal. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential. robbing niggas anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers to crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. Fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun, bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt get fucked like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only the real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes. Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with the made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree. A hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45. Everyone trying to be trife never face the consequences. We probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. They drove around the project slow while it was raining. Smoking blunts, drinking, smoking for entertainment. Until they saw a woman on the street walking alone. 3 in the morning, coming back from work on the way home. Until they quietly got out the car and followed her. Walking through the projects, the darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid. Now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently. And then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. A broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through. And if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead. And so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head.
I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back.
Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice. And he felt strong standing along with his new brothers, cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover. But what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate. And he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared. But only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows. In every street cipher listening to Little Thug's flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted, and you'll be one of God's children that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever. was over, huh? It's not. You didn't count on a fallen angel getting back into the grace of God and coming after you. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Your producers ain't shit. Fucking A&R ain't shit. I'll fucking fight my ass with your demo deal. Yo, diabolic. Take this motherfucker's head off.
I'm heading grip locks. I'm snapping trigger finger in 6 spots. You'll have to lip lock with hypodermic needles to lick shots. I watch you topple flat. Put away your rings and holler back. Can't freestyle. You're screwed off the top like bottle caps. Beneath the surface, I'm overheating your receiver circuits. Violation deeper verses than Greek-speaking churches. What you preach is worthless. Your worship defeat the purpose, like President Bush taking bullets for the Secret Service. Beyond what y'all fathom, I shit on cats and jaw tap 'em. Show no compassion, like having a straight-faced orgasm. Tour jack 'em, have his half a 10 bitch suck my friend's dick. In the meantime, you can French kiss this clenched fist. Diabolic, a one-man brigade spreading cancer plague. Fist fucking a pussy's face, holding a hand grenade. So if I catch you bluffing, faggot, you're less than nothing. I just had to get that stress off my chest like breast reduction.
You motherfuckers are nothing. You cannot harm me. I'll resurrect every aborted baby and start an army. Storm the planet hunting you down. Cause I'm on a mission to split your body into a billion one-celled organisms. Immortal technique can destroy your religion, you stupid bitch. You're faker than blue-eyed crackers nailed to a crucifix. I'm about to blow up like NASA Challenger computer chips. Arsenic language transmitted revolutionarily. I'm like time itself. I'm gonna kill you inevitably. Chemically bomb you. Fuck using a chrome piece. I'm illmatic. You won't make it home like Jerome's niece. I'll sever your head diagonally for thinking of dissing me. And then use your dead body to write my name in calligraphy. This puppet democracy brainwashed your psychology. So you're nothing like diversity without equality. And your crew is full of more faggots than Greek mythology. Using numerology to count the people I sent to heaven. Produces more digits than 22 divided by 7. You like Kevin Spacey, your style is usually suspect. You never killed a cop, you not a motherfucking thug yet. Your mind is empty and spacious, like the part of the brain that appreciates culture and a racist. Face it, you're too basic, you're never gonna make it. Like children walking through Antarctica, butt naked.
This is Immortal Technique, Harlem, New York, all over the world, and this is the Martyr. If you are listening to this, it is your responsibility to burn this for every single motherfucker you know.
I'm content to die for my beliefs. So cut off my head and make me a martyr. The people will always remember it.
A man who walks with God can walk anywhere. Hence, I fear nothing. The point of guerrilla war is not to succeed. It's always been just to make the enemy bleed, depriving the soldiers of the peace of mind that they need. Bullets are hard to telegraph when they vibe and they weave. The only way a guerrilla war can never be over is when the occupation can't afford more soldiers until they have to draft the last of you